Good evening, everybody. This is Katrina, I'm Sam. And the captain turned to his mate and said, "Tell us a story."
And the story went like this. I want you to imagine that you are sat at the back of this classroom. I want you to imagine that you are about 13 years old and your name is Abby. I want you to imagine that your reading and writing is really not very good. In fact, your recent SAT scores were too low to register. But despite the fact that you've been messing around for the last couple of years, you've suddenly decided, to your great personal credit, I'm going to do well. I'm going to decide myself, I really want to progress, I want to improve my reading and writing, and I want to do well in the next set of tests. You're going to need a lot of help to catch up. But the problem is, you are sat at the back of that classroom. You are one of 30 other people who all struggle with their reading and writing, who have 1,001 other problems who they need help with. The Hackney Pirates is about giving kids that one-to-one attention that they need.
It's that one-to-one attention that was so important for me. I was born in Hackney, raised in Hackney, I've even been mugged at gunpoint in Hackney. And it was my parents paying for that one-to-one tuition after the school that enabled me to go and perform academically, shall we say. After finishing university, I came back to Dalston and started working for Bootstrap Company. We're a social enterprise and charity. And what we do is we manage property and reinvest it in public projects or things like this. And the thing about Dalston is it's changed a lot in the last 5 years. I don't know how many of you are familiar with what's going on in East London. I guess most of you are. But what we've realised is that there's this huge influx of really creative and talented individuals who actually want to give something back to the area that they've come to, but just don't have the platform. There isn't the pathway for them to do something straightforward. Hackney Pirates is that pathway. Hackney Pirates is that platform.
This is 826 Valentia. This is one of the kind of projects which has really inspired us. It's been a really successful project in the States, which is replicated in about 6 areas. It was set up by a guy called Dave Eggers, and he lived in San Francisco, and he sort of noticed there's so much educational need here, but there's a huge resource. You've got lots of writers who live in this area who are flexibly employed and who have got time to do those little things like reading and helping with homework that really help kids progress. So he decided, great, let's set up a tutoring centre, one-on-one help, and using somebody who wants to have a chance to give back. But this wasn't homework club or literacy for people who need extra help. This was the 826 Valentia Pirate Supply Store for the working buccaneer. And the point of that is that they're trying to really model creativity and show you don't have to do things the way that other people need to do the way that people have already done it. And it was also about creating a really unconventional environment, something that doesn't feel like school. You don't have teachers telling you what to do in the same way, and you don't have the same structures. It feels much more fun, it feels different.
This is our unconventional learning environment. This is the Dalston Roof Park. It's a temporary pop-up garden that we've planted with the help of local schools and local charities. And what we're doing is we're piloting this project. We're starting on Monday. Is it Monday we're starting? And we've got a plan of what we're going to do. Don't worry, we're going to be doing fantastically creative things that are engaging kids with literacy. For example, we've recruited this amazing graphic novelist who's actually located in our building. And what he's going to be doing is developing stories with the young people that we've already managed to recruit. Success on that front. Without the kids it would be slightly problematic. And we'll be producing something to a really high quality. So we've recruited a publisher who's going to produce something, 500 copies of whatever comes out at the end of the week, so that it's really valued and actually can go out to market, and people like you will buy it. Of course you're going to buy it. And that's why we need you. We need you for...
So for our long-term vision, what we're doing this summer is really piloting. And testing things out. We'll come back to that. We're piloting things out. Our long-term vision is about an out-of-school hub. It's an educational hub which supports schools, but in a different environment, where the core principles are an unconventional learning environment, one-to-one attention, developing literacy in terms of both your reading and writing, but your engagement with words and your ability to express yourself, and also creativity, both in terms of coming up with original ideas, which school isn't necessarily the best at developing, and engaging with these creative professionals who are living there and who are modelling, you can make a living out of this. And to do that, give us your treasure! And we don't just mean your gold coins, we do need your gold coins. This is the first time that we are pitching to anyone. Yesterday, we got 400 quid off our friends. And otherwise, This is the first time that we are doing anything. What we initially need money for is the materials for the summer pilot. So we really believe in valuing kids' work and producing things to a high quality. So if they do a graphic novel, it's not going to be a tatty thing that you stick on the wall with blue tack. It's glossy, it's produced to high quality, and they believe that their work is valuable. So we need things like the sort of renting the audio equipment for an audio taste guide that we're going to be doing, buying the high quality materials so that when they're doing graphic novels, the felted pens don't run out. And up till a certain point, that's sort of about, once we've raised that, then we're focusing on raising money to pay a coordinator to kind of develop the long-term vision.
Sorry, Catherine, your time is up.
Well, I was going to say that it's not us that need you, it's the kids that need you. They need your personal interaction, the shining light of your attention, but some of them just don't know how good they are.
Right.